Let that Sunday crowd on in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm talking to the mic this time. Yes, sir.
On in. And some cold like refrigerator Perry. Miami. Coming to you live from the Sit Your Ass Down studios. Welcome to the Me and D
Pops and Son
podcast.
for that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass.
No did.
No diddy. For 4 more years.
4 years.
2 months.
In 2 months.
No doubt.
no doubt about that.
It's October 19th, 2025. We appreciate you joining us today. Pay some respects. Rest in peace to D'Angelo, Grammy-winning R&B singer, passed away earlier this week at the age of 51. That caught us all by surprise. I didn't know he had been battling pancreatic cancer.
Yeah.
That's a tough way to go. Space Ace Frehley, lead guitarist for the legendary rock band Kiss, passed away at the age of 74. Former infielder and coach Sandy Alomar Sr. dies at the age of 81. He's the father of legendary players Sandy Alomar Jr. and Hall of Famer Roberto Alomar. Raila Odinga of Kenya, and a key figure in the African democracy efforts, passed away at the age of 80. To Susan Stamberg, the first woman to host a national news program, passed away at the age of 87. Larry Williams, San Francisco athletic director and former NFL player, passed away at the age of 62. And to Sam Rivers, co-founder and bassist for the group Limp Bizkit, passed away at the age of 48.
Wow, dang, rest in peace.
Rest in peace to those folks.
That's crazy.
Some birthdays. To Floyd Mayweather Sr., father of Money Mayweather. He turned 72 today. To Evander Real Deal Holyfield.
Some boxers on the field.
Yeah, okay? Some boxers in the mix. Olympic bronze medal winner in 1988 and world champion. He turned 62 today.
Okay.
Brad Daugherty, former Cleveland Cavalier, NASCAR owner now and broadcaster. He turns 59 today. To Louis Oosthuizen, South African golfer, British Open winner in 2010, runner-up in all 4 major events in his career, celebrates a birthday.
Didn't just runner-up, huh?
But he did win one, though. He did win the British Open in 2010.
Okay.
And to Joe Jellybean Bryant, he would have celebrated a birthday. Basketball forward and father of Kobe Bean Bryant, passed away in 2024, but he would have celebrated a birthday today. So happy birthday to those folks.
Happy birthday to those folks.
Sports history on today, and we're getting closer to the World Series, so a lot of these are baseball related. October 19th, 2024, MLB New York Yankees win the ALCS over Cleveland Guardians on the strength of Juan Soto's 10th inning 3-run homer at Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. A 4-1 series win sends Yankees to the World Series for the first time since 2009. They did eventually lose to the LA Dodgers, who are back in the World Series. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. 2022, Philadelphia Phillies right-hander Aaron Nola faces his brother San Diego Padres catcher Austin Nola in the first MLB playoffs pitcher-batter battle. Man, pitcher-batter battle. Right.
Batter.
Yeah, Austin goes 1 for 2 with a rally starting RBI and an 8-5 win at Petco Park in San Diego. 2013 American League Championship, Boston Red Sox beat the Detroit Tigers 4-2. 2008 ALCS, Tampa Bay Rays beat the Boston Red Sox 4-3. 2006 National League, St. Louis Cardinals beat the New York Mets 4-3. They went on to win the World Series that year. 2005 National League Championship, Houston Astros beat the St. Louis Cardinals 4-2. 97, the 700th World Series home run was hit by none other than Sandy Alomar Jr. Like I say, every time we mention someone, seems like they pop up somewhere else.
Right,
either
somewhere else.
A week or two later, or Also, sometimes in the same show as It Just Happened.
Right.
In 1991, the longest NCAA football game was played, 3 hours and 52 minutes. Rhode Island beats Maine 58-55 in 6 overtimes. 81 MLB National League Championship Series, the Dodgers beat the Montreal Expos 3-2. The Dodgers ended up winning that. That was the strike shortened season 1981, and Dodgers won that championship.
Okay.
And in 1957, Detroit. Montreal Canadien Maurice Rocket Richard becomes the first NHL player to score 500 goals.
Damn.
Ovechkin put that out of reach with 890 something. I think he's sitting at now. So that's your crazy. Paying some respects. Rest in peace. Mm-hmm. We got our birthdays and our sports history on today, October the 19th.
The 19th.
What's on tap?
What's the haps with the taps?
What's the haps with the taps? The taps with the haps. What are we looking forward to this week? Well, we start with Sunday Night Football. Tonight, we got my 49ers going against these Falcons.
Come on now.
I'm going to be glued to the TV at around 7 o'clock.
I'm going to be at Boo at the Zoo, but I'm going to have it on my phone.
Boo at the Zoo in the Lou.
Boo at the Zoo in the Lou. You know what it do.
So you might get home in time, though, because you're not going to be there.
Yeah, it starts at 5. Yeah, it starts at 5, so we'll be there at 5. I'm going to go ahead and put a little rush on it.
But plus, it starts getting darker early, too.
Yeah.
So that's going to help you.
Yeah. So what's it start at 7?
7:30, like 7:20 is the kickoff time.
Cool. Yeah, I should be. Yeah,
you'll be. Here by the time they get going good, you'll be back in the saddle.
Let's go.
Also, we got MLB playoffs. The Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays will resume their ALDS series today. 3-2 lead, and looks to close out this round and move on to the World Series, where they will take on the L.A. Dodgers, who swept the Milwaukee Brewers to advance to the Fall Classic. NFL game of the week is the Monday night game. Features the Lions 4-2 for the second straight week, and I'm talking about the Lions being in prime time. They'll take on the Tampa Bay Bucks 5-1.
That's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be a good one.
A real good game.
And for it so early in the year, this might have some playoff potential.
Yeah. Because they matched up in the playoff a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm. And did Baker go up there and beat them? I thought Baker went up and beat them. No, they lost in a close game, didn't they?
In a very close game. They lost in a very close game.
I think tomorrow night's game is going to be close as well. I think we're going to have a real good competitive game. We got the NBA season kicks off on Tuesday night.
Ooh.
With a nice one. We got the defending champion, OKC Thunder. They'll take on Houston. We get SGA taking on Kevin Durant and the new and improved Houston Rockets. And then you have the LA Lakers traveling with Luka Doncic and company to the Bay to face Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
Ooh,
both games will be on NBC for the first time in over 20 years that NBC's broadcast NBA basketball.
They said, I need some of that. They said, we need some of that basketball.
We got to get back to that bread, man.
We need some. Said, we losing out on
We need that NBA cheese.
That's some good games to headline on that day, boy.
Yeah.
On a Tuesday, ain't nothing really going to be popping.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to,
You know what's weird, though, D? I was looking at the college football schedule. We got games Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. For some reason, there's some Tuesday games this week.
They trying to get NFL college football trying to get.
They're trying to rule.
They trying to get some of that cheese too.
Yes, sir. Thursday night football, we got the Chargers traveling to Minnesota for a date with the Vikings, and then college matchups to look for. It's kind of a down week. Got UCLA traveling to Indiana, who's one of the hottest teams in the country.
Pretty good matchup.
Missouri goes to Vanderbilt, where they'll probably get beat.
That's going to be a good game.
I think that's going to be probably the game of the day.
Showed out yesterday.
Yes, they did. Texas is at Mississippi State. Then you got Syracuse at Georgia Tech. And then your Bulldogs, after a win over Ole Miss yesterday, they'll have their second bye of the year, as well as Ohio State has its second bye of the season. So those are some things that we look forward to.
That's going to be a good. Ooh.
That's what's on tap this week. In the leadoff spot, NBA back at it on Tuesday, as we just mentioned.
Back at it like a crack.
Man, quiet after the parade, but and other than getting paid, you didn't hear a whole lot from the champions, which tells me They're probably getting ready to rev it up, aren't they?
Back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ain't no little nonsense.
No.
Ain't no little scandals.
No off floor drama.
No BS.
No.
They locked in.
They sign their players quickly, and they've been quiet. They've been getting ready for the season.
Scary.
That's very scary. That's very scary.
And they young though.
Yeah.
Like they are very young. They're not even really in their prime yet. They even reached that grown man strength.
No.
They are in a like 25 average, probably like average 25, 26.
I think SGA is the oldest. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I think he's the oldest of the bunch.
Over there?
Yeah. Because he signed a 2-year deal. Is Caruso? Seems like he's like 31, 32, but no, he's still there.
Yeah.
I was thinking age-wise.
Still like the main bunch. Yeah, the main bunch.
But you got your nucleus there for years to come. They locked them all in.
That might be the new Spurs type deal.
Saying that. Yes, sir. We've been saying that. The only real threat to me in the West is Houston. You got Kevin Durant now on the team. You combine him with the Alperen Şengün, Amen Thompson, Jabari Smith Jr., Tari Eason.
Man is going crazy.
Yeah, that dude's got some game.
He's
the truth. And his brother is nice too.
Oh yeah. On Detroit, they both cold.
You got Steven Adams now. Where they'll be hurt, Fred VanVleet went out with an ACL injury during the offseason, but they replaced him, hopefully for them, with Reed Shepherd. So we'll see. I think that's their really only big team that they'll be tested by. Of course, it's a long, grueling season. Yeah. A whole lot can happen.
A whole lot.
Now, in the East, if the Knicks don't make it to the finals, they'll never make it. You got a hobbled Boston Celtics team. You got a hobbled Indiana Pacers team with the stars are hurt. Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton. Seriously, they have no injuries to speak of right now. This is their year to get to the NBA Finals. If you don't make it this year, you're not going to be making it.
And then Mike Brown's the coach?
Yeah, Mike Brown is the coach now.
Okay, Mike Brown's the coach. Okay, Mike Brown's the coach.
Yeah, he did get the job.
Especially with the same nucleus as they had last year, the same chemistry, is barring no injury. You guys got another year to play with each other. Pause. Then I think that's
big pause.
Big pause. But I think like you said, if they don't make it this year,
when are you gonna make it?
Because who's really gonna compete? Because Milwaukee really ain't gonna. No, they'll be competitive.
Miami won't.
Miami won't. Detroit's not there yet.
Not there yet. They'll battle them.
Orlando, Orlando's really not there.
Cleveland might,
but they always, you know how they do great in the regular season, but during the playoffs and stuff
fold.
That, they crumble. Yep. They fold especially when they get punched in the mouth. So we're gonna see on that. But yeah, New York,
it's yours.
Gotta bring the Knicks back. It's yours.
It's yours, man. If you don't get it now,
what is this?
Philadelphia, I don't see them doing anything.
It's mine. Who world is this? That's the world is yours.
The world is yours.
It's your world.
You better take it this year.
It's mine.
Man, I really see OKC getting back there. It may not be. Well, it wasn't easy for them this past season.
No,
they had to go through Denver.
It definitely wasn't.
They go through Memphis first, then Denver.
Yeah, Denver's the only team I can. Yeah, Denver's gonna be pretty good.
Minnesota, they'll be all right.
There's gonna be a lot of competitive teams,
right,
in the West. A lot of competitive teams.
San Antonio, another year of Wemby with some talent around him. De'Aaron Fox.
They got crackhead Zion on the Pelicans.
Yeah,
who knows? He might be healthy.
They say he's lost a lot of weight. He looks good in training camp.
Leave them females alone.
Man, strip clubs, all the
stay at the strip club.
What's the not OnlyFans? Yeah, leave the OnlyFans girls alone.
Leave the OnlyFans.
Yeah, leave them alone, and you might have a good season. Should I say?
Focus on basketball, on the task at hand.
What you get paid to do.
If you actually do what you get paid to do,
focus on what you get paid to do
instead of.
Yeah, all this off the floor stuff,
extra stuff, like
extracurriculars.
With it. Yeah, leave the extracurriculars.
Yeah, leave the extracurriculars alone. You might have a good season. All right, so we'll move on. If you didn't see it, you got to make time, man. I don't care what team goes against the LA Dodgers, you have to make time to see Shohei Ohtani. Even if you're not a baseball fan. If you are truly into generational type players, athletes, you got to set some time aside to watch this dude. And I'll get more into it a little bit later. But in the NLCS clincher Friday night, he pitched 6 scoreless innings, struck out 10 batters, and hit 3 home runs. The second one, D, hit over the roof onto the concourse. Dude is just awesome. He ended up winning the MVP honors just off that performance alone because he had been striking out at a record pace. He was averaging like 3 strikeouts per game that he was striking out. And once he got unlocked Friday night, there's never been a player do this, strike out 3 batters in the first inning and then go hit a home run in the same inning. It's never been done in the history of the game.
That's crazy.
If you don't like baseball, I understand. But if you like generational talent, once in a lifetime talent, you got to watch this man. Just set aside a few minutes and watch a little bit of the World Series. Or just, if nothing else, watch the highlights, man, because the dude is amazing. I've never seen anybody like him, D.
No, he's taking it back to the old school baseball, like back in the 50s when you used to play all positions.
Right.
They probably didn't keep up with a lot of stuff, but I'm just saying, like, now you don't see that at all, especially with a dude of his caliber, high performance player. Like you said, even if you ain't a fan of baseball like that, even if your squad ain't in there, if you're a fan of just athletes and competitiveness,
exactly,
and just seeing just
greatness,
because not too many times you see greatness. You know what I'm saying? You got elite players, you got good players, great players, but
you hear it, but you don't actually see it.
The elite.
Right. Best of the best.
He's making history as we speak.
As we speak, every time he plays, he's almost setting a record.
He's making history.
Making history as we speak. We're watching it in the moment. And I'm going to say it. I know some people will be mad at me, but you can't tell me Babe Ruth was the greatest baseball player of all time when you got Shohei doing what he's doing in the era that he's doing it, against the players that he's doing it. Let's be real. Babe Ruth played against all Caucasians. I'll just be nice and say it that way. There was
Babe Ruth wasn't doing nothing, man.
You weren't playing against African American players. You weren't playing against Latino players, who some of the best of the best.
And the brothers in
we
the
took
league,
it over.
we
took it over.
Satchel Paige, Jackie Robinson, all them was like, oh,
Willie Mays,
like that?
Hank Aaron. Come on, man.
Right, Hank Aaron crushed the record. So
broke your record, and then Barry Bonds broke his record.
Right, so
you can't tell me. Yeah, he was the best at his time. Like, yeah, but if he didn't play against the best, he can't be the best ever. And
because now you really got a lot of great players nowadays, like some really great players, and Shohei showing out.
Showing up and showing out. He is the unicorn. I'm telling you, just take 5 minutes, watch some of his highlights. If, like I said, you don't want to invest time in a full game, I get that. But just take time to just watch some of the man's highlights. You will be truly amazed. He is a once-in-a-lifetime player, I'm telling you. All right, son, we'll move on. I am a man with many weapons, part 2.
That boy Joe was going crazy.
Joe Flacco was traded to the Cincinnati Bengals right before its game with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we even wondered out loud last week, would it produce dividends? If it doesn't produce any more than one game, that was a memorable ball game the other night, D. That was a great Thursday night football game. They called it the Icy Hot Bowl. 2 quarterbacks over the age of 40. And Aaron Rodgers, he'll be 42 in December. Flacco will be 41 in January.
That's crazy.
They were showing great theater and entertainment on a Thursday night, son.
Man, that is dope to see because it shows you, man. Take care of your body. You still got a competitive spirit. Age is just a number.
It's all up here. If you think you got it, you got it. Yeah,
you still got it.
If you think you got it, you got it.
That's what Joe Flacco was saying. He was like, I could just retire and I could be retired, but he's like, man, I know I still can compete.
Right.
He's like, I know I can still compete. And that also goes, Cleveland Browns, what you doing? Because you see, you give the man, he gave
him some talent.
It's less than a week notice.
Less than a week.
And balls.
He had 3 days to get in the playbook. 3 days, D. You put some talent around that man, And look what he could do. He led them to a victory, an unexpected victory.
A
The
real
Steelers were
victory,
heavy favorites in that game.
Yeah, because I had Steelers.
We
I'm like,
did
ain't no
too.
way.
Right.
Ain't no way. But Joe said, oh, yeah, there's a way. Jamar Chase, what he had like
16
catches?
16 catches, D. He set a franchise record for 16 catches, 161 yards, 1 touchdown. He was targeted 23 times. Joe Flacco said it's simple. That man right there, T. Higgins over there, that's who I'm throwing the ball to.
All I got to do is give him the ball.
I just got to get them the ball.
You making my job so easy. All I have to do is throw him the ball. That's it. He took care of the rest.
So think about this, D. We go back to the draft, and like you said, what's Cleveland doing? You drafted 3 quarterbacks.
With no weapons.
I'm sorry. You drafted 2 quarterbacks.
You drafted 2 quarterbacks.
And you had another one. You had him and Pickett. Why did you draft a high-quality receiver for the man to get the ball to?
Who's he throwing the ball to?
Because they don't have anybody.
They don't have
I think Jerry Jeudy,
weapons.
who's not a slouch, but he's no Jamar Chase. He's no T. Higgins.
Nah.
You really set yourselves up to fail. So, Dylan Gabriel, I feel sorry for you. Shedeur Sanders, as talented as you are, I feel sorry for you because you don't have any weapons to throw the ball to.
Honestly, you ain't even got to start Shedeur.
I mean, like, trade me for real.
Right, because you setting him up for failure. I have no one to throw the ball to. That's the best thing that can happen for Shedeur is try to get traded. A legit squad that has some weapons. Because you see what some weapons can do with a decent quarterback. Come on now. Just give him the ball.
And Joe Flacco said, just make it simple, man. Just dial up some plays where I can get these 2 receivers who are getting well paid by the Bengals.
Yeah.
Let me get them the ball. That's all you need to do. You just draw up some plays where I get them the ball and they'll do the rest. And they showed out, man.
They showed out.
And then Aaron kept pace with them.
Yeah.
I mean, he kept them coming back. And I'm like, damn, this is a good Thursday night game.
They was going. Hey, they were battling.
They were throwing some haymakers. Man. Oh, okay. That's what you're gonna do. Okay, let me get back out on the field.
Let me get back at it. Okay, yeah, let's get back out on the field.
I think if they had 5 more minutes, Aaron would have led them back down there and got another one.
He was ready because how quick they were scoring.
Yeah, they just ran out of time.
Yep. The time wasn't on their side, but yeah, that was a great Thursday night game.
Yes, it was. It was
a lot. That was a great
icy hot bowl.
The icy hot bowl, and that goes to show, hey, Bengals, as long as they got a Joe as a quarterback, whether it's Joe Burrow or Joe Flacco, hey, they
damn. So that means my man Joe Montana can come out of retirement.
Hey, Joe Montana,
Joe Cool,
Joe Cool, baby.
That's good. Now, all right, son, we'll move on. You got my attention.
You got my attention.
College happenings and news. This one's called "And You Get a New Deal, and You Get a New Deal." So the gift that keeps on giving. Successful coaches in 2025 will need to send Christmas and thank you cards to James Franklin for their increased wages. The first is Curt Cignetti for Indiana. After being mentioned now, he was just mentioned as a possible replacement for Franklin at Penn State. Indiana immediately signed him to an 8-year extension worth $11.5 million per season. I think it comes out to like 90-something million. Guaranteed.
Damn.
So just off of them whispering that, because he has ties to the Pennsylvania area. So they were thinking, okay, a natural replacement. We'll go after Curt Cignetti, Indiana. He's having some success there. Turn that program around. Indiana said, not so fast. We're going to pony up some money. Now, this is a basketball school ponying up 90-something million dollars. So agents, get ready to release your coach's name, whoever you represent, as a possible replacement for Penn State, and somebody's going to get paid.
Somebody's going
to get paid.
The bag.
For real.
Get the cheese.
You get a new deal, and you get a new deal. Thanks to James Franklin for getting fired at Penn State.
What you thinking?
Man, what you thinking?
It ain't what you was thinking.
That came down quick, didn't it, D? I mean,
we like right
after we finished recording, it happened. We saw it coming.
Franklin.
And I don't ever advocate for a man losing his job, his livelihood, but I don't feel sorry for football coaches because they got these guaranteed deals.
They cash bread, yeah.
And they got buyouts, so they're going to get paid regardless.
And he'll be at another coaching job, he'll be at another organization. He said, if I couldn't win here, I'm gonna take what I got, and I'm gonna go somewhere else and win.
He's
So
already
pretty much
being considered for the Florida job.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Since Napier, yeah.
Yeah, they ain't Napier. They ain't messing with Napier.
They're not messing with Napier. And it looks like
he's the next.
I was reading this morning, LSU fans are calling for Brian Kelly's head.
I was just about to say, after that loss at Vanderbilt,
yep.
LSU was ready for titles. They want titles.
Yep.
Did you see? They took over Nashville pretty much. You couldn't even tell me that was in Vanderbilt, how much purple and gold was in those stands. They traveled all that for them to lose?
To get humiliated.
No. They want championships. They expect championships.
And that's why you brought Brian Kelly from Notre Dame, where he should have stayed. He had a good thing right there.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what Marcus Freeman is doing with that same talent now that Brian Kelly had. And he's built up on it. He took him to a national title game last season.
I can see James Franklin going to that Florida job. I think that Napier is out of there, bro.
Oh, he's definitely out. Matter of fact, didn't they fire him? I thought they did fire him. Or did they just talked about firing him? But his buyout is like 20-something million. I don't feel sorry for these coaches when they get. I think Napier's still there. I think they're just talking about firing him. All right, moving on. Ain't that effed up?
Ain't that effed up?
Two different instances of ain't that effed up. The first one, a life-changing trip for young Chicago athletes leads to suspension. Ain't that effed up?
Ain't that effed up?
So the Illinois High School Association leveled multiple penalties against the Simeon basketball program this past Thursday, October 16th. According to the IHSA, Simeon violated 2 bylaws on a trip to Hong Kong in September. Wolverines coach Tim Flowers coached the team in Hong Kong, which is not allowed in September, so they can play fall ball, but you can't lead your team and you can't actively coach your team. So you can be in the same area, but you can't lead practice and you can't lead games. And he did both. So the IHSA suspended Flowers for 6 games and 2 assistant coaches for 4 games. Simeon cannot practice for the first 3 days of the season and can only play 28 games this season instead of 31. Now, for people who don't know, Simeon is a powerhouse in Chicago. The Wolverines were in Hong Kong for 6 days. Flowers said it was a life-changing event for his team. And I quote, "We have some kids going through some things right now. Some just lost people to gun violence. We have some young men that were able to get away from the city that were dealing with death threats. It was so much bigger than just a basketball game. We were able to give our young men the opportunity to get out of Chicago, to get out of the hectic day-to-day of what they're going through. Some young men didn't even want to come back home because they were able to walk the streets just from one restaurant to another to the hotel and feel safe," end quote. And then one thing I want to add to this is that NBA legend Derrick Rose's foundation, GOAT Labs, paid for the trip. Rose and Flowers were teammates at Simeon High School back in the day. So I thought that was a great ending to the story. But the fact that they're being suspended, and like he said, if you go to some of these games in Illinois, there's teams that are working out. We've actually seen coaches coaching when they're not supposed to be.
When you're not supposed to.
So the fact that they want to cite us, make an example out of us, I mean, I think that's effed up. I think, in my opinion, I believe it's racially motivated, because why are you trying to penalize? And what's the purpose of them missing 3 games?
Right.
So will that keep them? Because I'm wondering, will that have some effects down the road? There's 3. I don't know if you forfeit 3 games or they put 3 L's on your record.
Yeah, you put just 3 L's on you. Yeah, you just put 3 L's on me.
What's that all about? Yeah, right. Okay. We can't practice for 3 days of the beginning of the season. I don't even get that. What's that going to do?
Yeah, it doesn't even really make sense.
It don't even match up, does it?
No, not for real. And then that's what I'm saying. What are you going to do about the 3 games? Is that just automatic just 3 losses? That shouldn't be 3 losses. That should just be, I guess, 3 games you don't get to play. But was it really that big of a, you know what I'm saying?
Infraction?
Why you? Yeah. Why you targeting us?
Why are you penalizing us?
If you're gonna do that, then you need to do some more investigating on these other schools.
Exactly.
As well.
That's my whole point.
you guys are going so hard on us. What are you guys doing about these other schools? And we've seen them had their coaches been there in practice. So it's just like, yeah, why are you targeting? But that's a great story for those young men.
It is.
Honestly, for real, it is bigger than basketball. It is more than just a game to some of these people who don't have a way out, who don't have any other options, who go through stuff like that. You can't even walk the streets without even worrying about getting robbed, jumped, killed, shot. You with the wrong crowd, and yeah, it go down.
That's Chirac.
That's Chirac.
For real. It's no joke. And like he was saying, some of the players had even been threatened themselves because you got a lot of gang violence, gang activity. And for 6 days, we're in a whole nother country, man. Not only did we get to leave the states, we got to leave the country. We got to experience a whole different culture, a life-changing culture. And for it to be marred by now we're all getting penalized. The school board had approved it and everything. So it wasn't like they were trying to hide it. It was announced that, we're going to be participating in this tournament. You knew what we were going to be doing. And like I said, shine some light on some of those other teams because I guarantee you coaches are coaching. You're not participating in these fall, tournaments to get ready, preseason tournaments just for the heck of it, just for the practice of it. That's a stupid rule in the first place. I don't even get it. If you're going to allow them to participate in these events statewide and wherever, why wouldn't you want the coach to coach them? That don't even sound right. But anyway, we'll move on. So the second one, personal threats from parents causes a successful football coach to resign. Ain't that effed up?
Man, y'all got to chill out.
After starting the season 6-1, Steven Sidisi stepped down after continued issues with parents and players and a lack of support from school officials and administration. Sidisi, who had been the head coach for the Williams Valley Vikings in Tower City, Pennsylvania, the last 2.5 seasons, was suspended for 2 games after he disciplined 2 players longer than the athletes were told. So instead of just the first half of a game, Sidisi and his father, Mike, who was the defensive coordinator for the team, decided that the 2 players would sit out longer, and this enraged the players and their parents. So he started getting threats, and this is his statement in a letter released after his resignation. This is what he wrote, and I quote, "When I took this role, it was with hopes of changing a culture and helping in the pursuit of building student athletes. When you lose the ability to discipline and hold members of your team accountable, the ship will sink. That is where my decision is based. We are 28-6 as a staff, and after 28 wins, I never had a parent attack me. After the 6 losses, I had a parent or multiple parents threaten my job and livelihood. Each time nothing was done or handled, each time it happened again and again like clockwork. As a 29-year-old head coach, when you have no support, you can't make it work," end quote. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that's the main thing he said. There's no accountability. What are you teaching these players, that they could just do what they want?
Exactly.
And then they can just go ahead and just get rewarded? No, it's not like that. And then the parents need to sit their ass down.
Exactly.
Because that's the problem. You letting your kids just run amok, and that's why they think they can just... That's why they probably running your household.
Exactly. And you have no discipline. You ain't got no say so. Yeah.
And because you ain't got no discipline or accountability. Man, that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
He led them to 2 district championships, got them to the state playoffs before they bowed out. He took a program and made them successful, but I can't hold my own athletes accountable, then I don't need to be coaching. So that's effed up. That's 2 instances of effed up. One in our community and one in their community. So I wanted to shed light on both. We do equal opportunity here.
It's equal opportunity, right? We don't discriminate.
We're not biased. We don't discriminate. Right. Effed up is effed up. No matter how it goes down. So this leads, D, this is a perfect segue to Pops' pop culture question of the week.
Pops' pop culture question of the week.
In this current climate that we're in, do you ever see yourself coaching or managing youth kids? I couldn't do it. In this climate, I couldn't do it, son.
Man, not so. For Jamari's age, when they're like little and you got like multiple coaches, yeah, I can see myself being a coach like that. But when you get until even like middle school, like
Mm-hmm.
seventh grade and up, no, I couldn't do it. These parents are out here
They're
crazy.
crazy.
They're ready to put hands on you just for the not letting you. Okay, it's not like he missed the whole game. Okay, first it was a half, and then they probably missed majority of the game. Okay,
And it
longer than
probably
a 10.
was their attitude while they were being
That's
suspended.
why
They
exactly.
extended it. It wasn't because we just wanted to extend it out. It was because your attitude sucked while you were being suspended or disciplined for that first half. You know what? We're gonna make it 3 quarters.
You know what? Yeah, make it. We'll add another quarter.
We're gonna add another quarter
if you want
to
to
it.
keep pouting, you just won't play the whole game. Then, and that's what they need to be taught. Though they need to be taught discipline. You don't just get your way, bro. Same thing with parents too. You're not just gonna get your way. Like threat all you want to, or you gonna go to jail.
Like, or you might get effed up.
Or you might get effed up.
You threaten the wrong person and you're gonna get jacked up. You might get shot over a kid's sport, man, over some athletics, which is supposed to even bring people like together.
That. Right.
We're talking about you're mad because I discipline your son because you can't discipline like you said at home.
Right. You can't take
right. And so
you can't take on ownership of the responsibility of it.
Maybe small kids, but even
it has to be small kids.
But even so, kids. When little Johnny can't get in because he sucks, hey, you see him in practice, Dad. He sucks. Why am I? Work out with him.
Why is it on me? Like
we're trying to win the game, and I don't believe in participation trophies. I'm here to win the game. And yeah, we'll try to get as many people in the game as possible. But if you're not helping us, if you're not helping us win, I'm not trying to put you out there. I don't care who your mom or dad is, how they threaten. I can't do it. So,
nah, it's a little different. People just too crazy and people too bold nowadays just to run up on somebody and
exactly.
Nah, it's just not.
What about we did the story last year? Remember they kept the dude, the one coach. He was so afraid to leave the school because the parents were outside.
Yeah.
Remember they were waiting on him, and he's holed up in the school. He can't even leave because he's afraid he's gonna get attacked. Matter of fact, didn't they beat him up? If I remember right,
or something. That's why I keep. You got to keep something on you. Keep that mace or something.
Keep
something on you because that's absolutely quite. To answer the question, probably just little kids, 4 years old, 5 years old. When everyone gets in, everyone's gonna get some time. But yeah, when you get up to that, really like 7th grade and up, and they, it's intensified a little bit. It's a little bit more mature. Yeah, these parents out here crazy.
They're crazy,
man.
And it's not worth it.
Right, the parents need to do a better job of holding the expectations and their standards in their household, just so that it doesn't spill on the coach. The coach should be able to discipline your child. That's what you.
That comes with it. That comes with the territory.
As if your son or daughter is acting out, they need to be disciplined, and you should back them up. Don't let it be foul or something like that. But
don't put your hands on the athletes or anything like that.
Doing it in a way that's going to be very constructive. You should
a teaching moment.
You should be honestly applauding that instead of going against that, because then now anytime that little Billy or whatever,
little Johnny,
any type of authority, any type of authority, he's gonna lash out and expect you to come to his rescue instead of just respecting it. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Parents out here crazy. I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Especially you start mouthing off to me. I'm not gonna just sit there. I'm not just gonna sit there.
I had it back in the day. This was back in the 70s. I think we were 8, 9 years old. I had a couple parents acting up. And my coach was very mild mannered, very good coach. He quit. He's like, I can't do this anymore. Seriously,
I'm coming some time out of my day to come up here.
Those coaches weren't getting paid.
I'm not getting paid like that.
Yeah, no, they weren't getting paid at all. It's not worth it. So if they were doing it back then, I can just only imagine, like I said, in this climate where people are so hot-headed and so eager to battle each other, be confrontational. That's the word I'm looking for. To be confrontational, I couldn't do it. All right, son, let's see. It's time for that juicy news. Where's mine? I hadn't had mine yet, but I will have one.
Yeah, I'm going to have one.
Yes, sir. We are powered by Excess Energy. And we are sponsored by MGD Apparel, our merchandising company.
Get you the energy, get you the protein bar.
Oh, man. There you go.
There you go.
That's nice.
Placement.
Okay.
A couple of these.
Get out your mama's basement.
Product placement.
That's sweet. All right, time for that juicy news. Because if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
Young brother, young sister, young player, Dwight Howard, P. did a Porter family, Cheetah, Justin Tucker, Shay. All right, son.
All right. So for that juicy news, if you don't know, now you know. I think we might have touched on this or covered this, but you know that Clarissa Shields and Layla Ali's been beefing over these past couple years or whatever, and it stemmed back all the way back to a few years ago, back in 2018, when Layla Ali did an interview talking about would she ever come back and fight anybody, and she said there's no one out here for her to fight that would really contest with her,
and she was right though.
And she was right, and then she gave credit to Clarissa Shields, saying she's doing her thing and stuff like that. But of course, Clarissa took it way left, and then she's been calling out Layla Ali for a long time.
She has.
But here recently, Layla Ali said, "You know what? You come up with 15 M's, we can do the mega fight." And then Clarissa Shields tweeted out and said she finally got the 15 M's. So
really,
Clarissa Shields said she got the 15 M's, and now she's really standing on calling out Layla Ali. She's saying Layla's scared, so we just waiting on Layla Ali as far as to see if it's gonna go down.
See, I saw her in a recent interview with Andre Ward, she being Layla Ali, and she's got her cooking show thing, and she's got her own seasonings. So she's focused. She was focused on the business, and the woman hasn't fought probably 10 years now, I would say.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not a fight I really want to see, but I'll be honest, I think Layla would beat her.
I think Layla definitely could beat her. She would have to get some time to train.
She would need a whole year to train, I would think, just to get back right.
To fighting,
and taking a punch.
Right, because Clarissa has been in the field. She's been staying training. She stays in shape. So, like, it's a little different. And
what's the age?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The age difference is way different. I can't remember the last time I seen Layla Ali fight somebody.
There was nobody left for her to fight. And so he said it wasn't a slight. It was just the truth.
It was just the truth for her to, like,
she's 47, D. Yeah. So by the time she'd be ready, she'd be 48 to 49. This isn't a 6-month tune-up. I don't think that you can just be ready to come back and take on. I think you need a year at least just to get yourself ready.
Just to get in shape.
So we say she
might need
48.
Another 6 months just to be,
right.
That's around need an additional 6 months just to get it. You maybe some tune-up fights, some good sparring sessions against some high-quality opponents, like you said, because you can punch, but it's taking a punch. If you ain't taking a punch in a while, you ain't ready.
You're not trying to get hit in the face.
You're trying to just get
all my little scars and healed up and everything.
And then what else would it do besides tarnish her career and her legacy of taking you come out of retirement, take an L, and then you go back? Like after Clarissa,
there's nobody else for you to fight. Yeah,
there's really nobody else to fight.
And you had nothing to prove, baby. You had nothing to prove.
She's trying to get with the seasonings and the cooking show, like so.
She's branched off into other things
to make money.
Her head ain't even. Her head ain't even about that right now.
And so the fact that Clarissa's calling her out, it's just almost all right, man. Like you're calling out Layla Ali, like what's that really gonna do? It's like you said, it's really not a fight we really want to see.
No, that's not one I'm itching to see.
I'm like, oh yeah, she got a fight.
That's the fight of the century. It really wouldn't be.
Out for what reason? Nobody asked for this.
Yeah,
who's asking for that? Yeah. Now we want to see Clarissa Shields versus Remy Ma. That's what we want to see.
Now that'll be a good one. That'll be a good one.
We want to see an exhibition match.
I think Remy might want to touch her up a little bit. She took Papoose from her.
Right, Papoose. Papoose, the title of Papoose.
So her estimated worth right now is $10 million. This is Layla Ali. So she's not hurting for money. So she really don't need the 15. I think I'd tell her, I need 20 for me to go through everything that I'm have to go through. For real.
And just emotional distress too.
You got to start running again. Yeah, that's a whole different lifestyle. That
mentally, you got to be like,
you got to be locked in.
Like
you got to be how Terrence Crawford was this last year, getting ready for the Canelo fight. the discipline that you have to have, and you got, like you said, get your mind back in that frame of mind.
And you can't have any doubt.
Mm-mm.
If you got any sort of doubt, do not take.
You got to have that conviction, like I said, that Terrence Crawford had. He told us what he was going to do, and he did it.
That.
And I keep watching that. I watch that fight, just little bits and pieces, about once a week, and you just see he put on a clinic.
He did.
And there's no reason for him to come back. I don't care if it's Benavidez. I don't care if it's Boots Ennis, who just recently won. They say that'd be a mega fight, but Terrence, you can't do anything but tarnish your legacy, because there's nothing for you to.
Where you at?
You proved the point, man. You proved the point so well. There ain't even nothing else to talk about, for real.
Yeah, you don't need to. It's end of the book.
Right.
You don't even need to.
The end.
Any more pages?
Nah.
Yeah. There's no need to be another chapter.
Yeah, we don't need no epilogue. We just it's over.
Finish on that.
It's done.
Yeah, you can just finish on that.
Just stand on that, man, and be satisfied, because you're not going to impress us anymore than you already have.
That was an impressive match. Like you said, that was a clinic.
All right, son. Time for our pops, flops, and props.
Pops, flops, and props.
Oh, those pops, flops, and props. Who you popping this week?
Man, Pop's going to go to Georgia Bulldogs. They had a big win over Ole Miss.
That was a good game
yesterday.
Enjoyed watching that.
They were down. Yeah, they were down in that match. Didn't look too good, but they battled back and they got it done. Yeah, that was my Pops. Georgia wins. That's going to keep them in the top 10, and they'll probably move up, since there's a couple losses by some other top 10, top 5 schools.
Yeah, and I'll talk about that in a minute. My Pops are going to go to the return of the NBA, since my sport, baseball, starting to wind down. Yeah, in the return of the NBA, I get to see my man Steph again, Jimmy Butler. They added Al Horford. I'm looking to see what they might be able to do. They kept Kuminga, which I think was crucial for them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this NBA season, and I want to see if OKC can repeat, because right now, they're the leader in the clubhouse for me. Flops, who you flopping?
Flops actually going to go to Miami Hurricanes. They lost the other night. What was that? Friday night.
To Louisville.
Louisville. So they were the number 2 team.
Number 2, yeah.
Yeah, the number 2 team that lost. So, yeah, that was a crucial loss for them. Yeah, that was my flop to Miami Hurricanes. Mine is
similar to Miami, Ole Miss, Texas Tech, LSU, and Memphis, all in the top 25. Man. They all lost. Specifically for Memphis, who they're trying to play their way into the playoffs. I don't know if they're going to be able to get into it with that one loss. When you judge the strength of schedule that they've had. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be able to make it. So we shall see. Who are you propping, son? Who you propping?
Props is actually going to go to Bengals. The Bengals and Joe Flacco, man. He
Icy Hot Bowl.
The Icy Hot Bowl. He turned back the clock for a minute and put on a passing clinic for real. It went head-to-head with Aaron Rodgers, because I definitely had the Steelers winning that and proved me wrong, man. So shout out to Joe Flacco and them Bengals, man. Great win on that Thursday night game.
We probably should have flopped the Steelers defense too, because man, they couldn't stop a nosebleed.
Ooh, man.
My prop, son, is going to go, of course, to the unicorn. What more can I say? He continues to do what no other player in the history of the game has ever done. Became the first player in MLB history to pitch and then hit a home run in the bottom of the same inning. That's just unreal. So that's my props. Shohei Ohtani. All right, son, we're at the point where we could tell someone to sit your ass down. Man. Sit your ass down. Please. And thank you. Who you telling, son?
So my sit your ass down is going to go to Trayvon Diggs.
Oh, man.
Over the past weekend, has slipped and fell at his house and had a concussion. Now he's out for the game.
We don't even know what happened.
Sit your ass down.
I speculated.
What was you doing? And how'd you hit your head so hard? You got a concussion?
And you might be out more than that one game, too. That's the other thing.
Yeah, you must have slipped and fell like hard. So whatever you're doing. Now, you see, you should have been fooling around. That's like when your mama, when you playing in the house
right.
and you slip and fall.
Okay, I told you to sit your ass down somewhere.
Until somebody got hurt.
Yep.
That's one of the ones. Now, see, now you can't even play in the game. Now look, now your head can.
Now look at you.
I gotta wake you up every 20 minutes to make sure you don't fall into no coma. Yeah, Trayvon Diggs, man, sit your ass down. What do y'all be doing outside of here? And we got to know what happened.
Because the details are very vague. They just keep saying he slipped and fell. Okay, what happened?
Damn.
What was the?
Yeah,
what was behind it? Yeah, I mean, you slipped in the bathtub. You got pushed.
Where's it just slippery?
You drank too much Don Julio and smoked on some trees. What happened?
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. That's why I'm asking the question. Right, so I'm not accusing.
Right, yeah.
I'm asking.
I'm not accusing. I'm asking.
Inquiring minds want to know. All right, so that's a good one. Mine's going to go to, and it's not so much of a sit your ass down, but just if you don't get it, you need to get it. For those people who don't understand that college football is big money enterprise or is a big money enterprise, sit your ass down, because anytime you can buy out James Franklin for damn near $50 million, turn around at a Bloomington, Indiana school and pay this man $90+ million, give him an extension of that amount, you're not living in reality if you don't understand. This is big money. All these buyouts aren't in thousands. We're talking millions. Any of these coaches that get fired, they're going to get millions to walk away. And then they can still go land another job. That's the other thing. So for the ones that start whining about all these players, the players deserve to get their money. The student athletes, they deserve every penny that they get. Don't be mad when they go somewhere else and get paid, like Carson Beck. Now he sucks. Probably should have stayed with Georgia. Not that they want him, but I'm just saying he went and made him $4 million. And
quick $4 million.
A quick $4 million. And they look good at first, but now that Miami's starting to look bad, I don't know if they got their money's worth. But
low key, I was like, damn, we got rid of Carson. He looking good.
Right.
He went back.
To that Carson. That he started to be
Georgia that was holding us back, and I'm like, okay, cool. He revealed himself.
Right. The true Carson came forward.
I'm like, damn, we got rid of Carson.
Yep.
But no, yeah,
he reverted back. So yeah, even though more structure needs to be added to NIL, all that stuff, but yeah, let these youngins get paid. Damn the coaches, they're getting millions. So yeah, that's my sit your ass down, son. All right. Woo, we chopped up a lot. Don't forget to get your ultimate package set. You get a shirt, a hat, and a mug, all colors, all sizes.
With anything
you can get the classic black logo, or you can get that ultra white that pops on the dark shirts, whichever one you prefer. This is new off. I can't tell if you can tell. It's like a sea moss blue.
Ooh, sea moss.
It pops. That green that we're working on for Just Dre. Man, that thing is hidden. I sent you all the pictures last night.
Yeah.
So all colors, man, we can make it happen. And of course, man, we can't thank you all enough for listening and watching the Me and D
Pops and Son
podcast.
For that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass. Real quick, don't forget to listen and watch the NFL Wrap-Up Show, streaming on all platforms, and it's on Facebook and YouTube. Son, tell them.
Hey, y'all, but until next time.
It's just spinning. That's weird.
I'll holla at you. Peace.
See ya.